back to my channel. It's Cindy herself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping me grow on this platform. You have no idea how happy and excited I am to talk to you about what we're going to talk about today. Yep. Thank you so much for liking my videos, for leaving your comments, for sharing your difficulties, your concerns with me in hope to get answers. And I do answer them. I appreciate the love and the support. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's Cindy herself, your plug for product photography, anything product photography and videography. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. At first, when we started, expectedly, we started at 0 subscribers. Now we are going over 600 subscribers, and I'm happy. I'm so glad. Thank you for helping me grow, and thank you for learning from me. I appreciate it. Now, I get asked a lot of questions on how to set up your lights to record a YouTube video with a phone. Yes. Now, currently, I am recording this video with a phone, and you can see how cool, nice, bright it's looking. And that's possible for you. You do not have to start up with a professional camera, and any phone is possible. Any good phone is possible. Yes. Please don't buy low grade, low cheap phones and decide to come and record really good videos with that. No. Yeah. Any good phone above 13 megapixels, 13 megapixels will do well. The secret to effective, efficient, beautiful photography or videography is the lighting, and that's what we're going to talk about in this channel today. Yes, how to set up your lights to record a YouTube video with a phone. Yeah. Now the next clip you're about to watch is my scene, my space, how I get to record everything that I'm recording, in what space, how I manage my space, how I do it, and why I do it. Yes, you have to see my space to understand everything that I'm going to be teaching you. So, it's Cindy herself. If you have not subscribed, please, if you have watched up to this point, like and subscribe, please. And then we continue. Thank you. It's not fight. Thank you so much. You see the subscribe down there? Yeah. Just click on it. It's a red button. You click on it, and then we're good to go. Thank you. So let's go on to the next scene.
So this is the space that I create my videos. It's a very small corner in the house. It's not even a room. Like, these are doors to the rooms. Doors to the room. But this is just like a corridor, That's the only space that I have. This is how it is. We have some sockets, some plugs, and then the chair, the table. You can see there's some distance from the wall to the chair. That's very important. But if you do not have that space to manage, don't worry. I'll talk about it. So this is my room that I shoot from. I make sure that all the windows are closed, and I had to install a air conditioner because the heat from the lights that I use gets so crazy, and I sweat out my makeup. So I can't afford to continue that in all of my videos, and I decided to install an AC, and this is it. I only get the time to make this video when the kids are not in the house, and it's just me and the husband in the house, and there's less noise on a weekday, and like I said, I closed all the windows and the AC is just turned on, so that's the only noise that I can hear, the noise from the air conditioner, and that's it.
So you have seen my lovely space, my nice corridor, a corridor we use for laundry, to keep laundry clothes. We just keep things in this place. I am so sorry, like it's my husband's office, but we don't have enough space in the house. Alright, now the reason why I have got space behind me is so that there is that blurred effect, just in the case something is at the back of me. Maybe it's not just a wall, maybe I've got like fancy decorations and all that. So it's going to be slightly blurred. And also the reason why I'm separate from the wall is because of the light behind me to help separate me from the wall. Now, if you do not have that space, it's fine. You can still be close to the wall and shoot your video. And one other reason why I stay far away from the wall is shadows. I'm trying as much as possible to keep my shadows off, keep my shadows from casting on anything. That is in the case if you do not have sufficient lights and you are close to the wall. Let's say you're using one light source and you're close to the wall, you're gonna cast shadows on the wall. But if you separate yourself from the wall, your shadows may just be missing and your face will be illuminated and the background will be slightly blurred. So that's why I separate myself from the wall. That you've seen my space, I want to talk about the things that you would need to get started. Yes. First of all, you need a phone, a charged phone. Make sure your phone is charged at 100%. Don't manage 50% charging. Don't manage 60% charging, because when you record videos, it drains your battery. Trust me. And when you start recording with your phone, please turn your airplane mode on. Close your mobile data or your Wi-Fi and turn your airplane mode on. You do not want to be recording and someone will call you from nowhere. It's just going to cut your record off. Lastly, your phone has to be placed on the tripod like this. For YouTube, you don't record like this because of the way it's going to look on screen when people start watching your videos. So the second thing that you need to have is your script. I always have a script right in front of me so that I remember what to say next. I'm not a machine. I cannot cram everything that I want to say, no. I write down everything I intend to say, maybe I bullet point them and then I follow it one after the other. It helps right in front of me, but you're seeing me on screen now. You're not seeing everything that's happening in front of me, but you're just seeing my face, me talking. So that's how it will work. Now, having a script is really, really important. And while shooting videos, you must not shoot videos, all of your script in one video. It is wrong. So if you notice as you watch my videos, as I'm talking, there's some cuts in between my videos. So I just stop the video when I'm done with the points, then I play another fresh video again to start another second point. Anything can happen. You could be out of memory space while you're talking and you will not know, and you just keep talking and it doesn't record, or it's just to be on the safe side, really. Shoot your videos in clip. While you say one point on your script, you say it well and good, say a paragraph well and good, and you stop your video, you start another one, you move on to the next paragraph, and that's how you do it. The next thing you would need is, you know what I'm saying, a glass of water. You're going to be talking a lot in your YouTube video. You will talk and talk and talk, your throat will dry, and you need water, girl. You need water. The next thing you also need are lights. Lights is very important, and it's not just 1, 2. You need at least 3 light sources for effective results. Please do not manage lights. You need to invest in lights to get good results that you want. But if your budget isn't up to that, of course you can start with anything. The most important thing is to get started and start creating content, and over time you get better with your content, the quality of your content. But my advice is you start with at least 3 light sources. 3 light sources. The next thing you also need is a tripod. You need a tripod Just like I have a tripod in front of me holding my phone. I mean, not every time you get someone to hold your phone, it's not even stable. When you get someone to hold your phone to record you, you have to get a tripod to hold your phone for stability so that the video doesn't shake like this when you're recording. That is important. You'd also need a mic for voice. Sometimes I use a mic, sometimes I don't use a mic. So this is pretty optional. You see, my space is soundproof. Like, I've closed all the windows, all the doors. It's just my voice you're hearing, and I feel it's pretty good enough. However, it may be echoing as you may not hear that, of course, because I would work on the video, on the audio while I edit. But it's pretty clear enough for me. I speak out loud. I don't need a mic. In my editing phase, I would work on the audio because I'm currently echoing right now because I'm just the only one in the room. So the mic thing is quite optional to me, I would say, because I'm speaking out loud and you can hear me already. So why do I need a mic? And I'm going to work on my audio when I edit. The next thing you also need is a shorter remote. This. It is also optional. I don't use it. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't use it. What this remote does is it helps you start, stop, play your video whenever you're ready. So you can just be seated here and just, start your video, stop your video when you want to stop it, and it's quite helpful. But I like to see what I've done so that I can move on to the next video. So I don't really use the remotes, but it's helpful to some people actually. So those are the things that I know you should have. Those are the things I get ready for myself before I start making my videos. Some of the things I've stated are optional, some are quite mandatory. And yes, the last one is to have a reflector or a bounce card or a whiteboard, just to reflect light back into your scene. You could use a whiteboard, you could use a reflector, you could use something white that would bounce light coming in from all sides onto your face so that your front part of the video is well illuminated and the video is bam. Get what I'm saying? So those are the things that you need. I'm going to still list them out for you as well, so you get to see. First, I said a charged phone. Next, I said, of course, you have to have your phones charged. All of your phones charged, turned on airplane mode so that you don't get distracted.
To set up my scene, my video, my scene, my lights and all that. So what I usually do is I put my tripod opposite the chair, and I set up the phone on it. This is my tripod, and I get 3 light sources. Like, I have 3 different kinds of lights. One goes on the right, one goes on the left, slightly behind me, and one goes at the back. So you're going to see the process of how I install. So I would like you to watch. Sometimes you need at least 3 light sources. Sometimes I go as far as using 4 light sources if I'm not quite comfortable with the result I'm getting at that point in time.
First things first is to put up the first light. I have this.
So here I have light on my right hand side, like a 45 degrees facing me in front. Then I have one at the back, like the reflection comes from the back, not exactly from the back, like side back. From the side back, and I could just reduce the height to my level. And then we have one light at the back. That one separates me from the wall and illuminates my entire body and head. So that's pretty necessary. But then, like I said, if you do not have that space to manage in your corner, maybe, just maybe, you could get a smaller sized light, not something as big as this. Mind you, the kind of light I'm using, you do not have to use the exact kind of light. No, please. As long as there are 3 light sources, bright white light, please go for it. So here's my setting. 1, 2, 3 at the back. And like I said, if the results I'm getting is not quite satisfactory, I just put the ring light directly in my front here. I'll just stand the ring light here in my front and then I shoot. But we will start with this 3 light sources. That's what you're going to see, and then I'll show you how it works with 4 light sources. So you get to decide which one looks better. Now, setting up my phone, kind of set up my tripod to a level playing ground. So it's like, you don't have to use this kind of tripod that I'm using. You can use your own tripod or a tabletop tripod, whichever works best. Now, when shooting videos for YouTube, you know your phone has to be set up this way and not this way. So I'm just going to clean my phone lens properly, and then I will get to installing it. Cleaning the phone lens, all you just need is a clean cloth, and then you clean your phone lens properly. And then you start. Do not use your front camera to shoot. That's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. So, place it. One thing that I do differently with my YouTube videos is I zoom in. I zoom in closer to my face. If I tap on screen, you can see the effect. I just press on 2x. 2x zoom is what I use, and I stay on that. 2x zoom, I zoom in, so that any other distractions going on with, like the forog, the shoe rack, will be hidden. So I'm just gonna shift back a bit. I know the light at the back is showing, but when I sit, it will not show. So I'm just gonna do it this way, and we are good to go. I do not want my 4. Yep. So to be sure that I'm seated in the right place, and to see that every other thing, every settings is fine, I would just test record myself. I tap on the screen, I drag this to the positive side. If you use an iOS phone, you just see something like a light bulb when you tap on the screen. Just drag it upwards towards the positive sign. Tap on the screen here, drag it to the positive side, and start recording. Then I go sit down. Or we should be sure that I am seated properly, So this is how I want to sit and talk. So is my head okay? Is my, is everything showing well? That's the test record. So I stand up without shifting anything on my chair. I stand up and go and check what I have recorded. I watch it to see if it's fine. You can see. Everything is looking good. So my lighting is good, but I can improve on it by adding one more light. So if you do not have exactly 3 lights, or if you have more than 3 light sources, please feel free to add more light. You see how clear it is? The lights coming from the side, the lights in my front. Everything is just balanced, and then the lights at my back. So if I have to introduce a 4th light source, it will have to be a light in front, directly in front. So I'll just stand my ring light in front here. I'll just stand my ring light in front here, where the phone is shining to my face, and I get started with the recording. Now I place a ring light in front of me, side by side with the camera, or just somewhere in front of me, and I turn it on. Please maintain white light, please, and do not put it to yellow light. And whatever you do, try as much as possible not to move the tripod where your phone is set up on, because you'd have to like test it out again if your positioning is perfect. So just do not shake your tripod, and my ring light is in front here. So have lights coming from all sides, the back, the side, the front, and the front. So this is 4 light sources. In videography, lighting is key. In photography, lighting is key. So I'm going to test run this one too with the 4 light sources, and you get to see the difference. So this is 4 light sources. I tap on it, I increase exposure towards the positive side, and I click on record. So let me go record myself, and then alright, now I recorded myself with the ring light as the 4th light source. So let me see if you can tell the difference. Can you see? It's better because my face is more illuminated. It's better, and like I said, the 3 light sources still works fine. The 4 light sources still works fine. Whichever. So guys, let's do a recap. I've got 4 light sources, the ring light in front, 2 lights in front, 1 light at the back, 1 light on the side. And I ensure that I set my tripod on a stationary place that I will not move at all, and my phone is on landscape mode. I turn my phone to be videoing like this, and I zoomed in 2x before I started recording my video, so that every other thing in my background is removed, any distraction. But I sort of like the way the TV is showing on the side here. It kind of adds, in some kind of a professional vibe to it. You get what I'm saying? So this is how it works. This is what happens behind the scene to get a beautiful video like this with your phone. One last thing I didn't mention. The reason why I have a table is so that lights can bounce back into my face. So what I do is I put a reflector on the table, or I use a bounce card, a white bounce card, this. So I just set it up on the table like this. Of course, definitely it's not going to show, but I set it up on the table like this so that my face is well lit. You get, in the case where you have 3 light sources, of course, this will come in very handy. this will come in very, very handy. Now, if you don't have a whiteboard, you can use a reflector. This is a backdrop, by the way. It's a backdrop I got from Simbi Props, the white and black spots. This is a reflector. It comes in different sizes. This is the biggest size. So you just place it, you just place the silver part on the table here, like this. Nice. You place it on the table like this, so it bounces light back onto your face. So it's quite handy. It helps brighten up your videos to record. But I prefer to use my board. This my reflector is too big, so I'm just gonna put it on the side. Like I said, there are different sizes for reflector. You only use the silver side, please. So if you have a smaller size reflector, that's great. You just put it on your table. So that's the reason why I even have a table in the first place, or why I use a table. And of course, to place my script on it so that I can remember what's this I'm supposed to say in my next clip.
So this is me with no light. Just the lights in the room, of course. The light that I had to switch off so that I can turn on my light. So the first one we're going to work with is this light here. The light on my right hand side. We're going to turn that on. And then you see the results. So I will turn off the light in the room. I'll turn off that light and then turn on this light on my right hand side. Remember, I have 4 lights set up, right? We're going to turn them on one after the other. So this is one light setup, and that's it. With my bounce card, my reflector down here on the table. So this is how I look with one light source. So I'm going to turn on the other light on my left. This is my light on the left hand side. You can see it's all coming out nicely. If you do not have a backlight, this is how your lights will come out, with 2 light sources. Watch me as I turn on the light at my back. What do you think? Now I turn on this light in front, which is the 4th light source, a ring light. There you have it, our 4 light setup. So everything depends on your budget, on how you get started. But take note of all these things that I have mentioned. Please take note of them. The space between you and the wall, the reflector on the table, that's why you need a table. Your light sources, the direction at which you place your light is important. So there you have it. I hope you've liked everything and you've learned something, a thing or two from this video. And if you have questions, like I said, please leave them in the comments. And if you like this video, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. All these items that I have mentioned are purchased from Simbi Props on Instagram. The light, the tripod, the reflector, the boards, every single thing that I'm using in setting up this video were gotten from Simbi Props on Instagram. So if you're interested in checking them out, you go on Instagram and then you send them a DM. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Let's grow together. You learn, we grow together. And don't hesitate to share your difficulties with me and give me ideas in the comment section on what my next video would be. Like I said, this video is all about light setup. The next video in the nearest future will be about how we edit our YouTube video and how we set up a YouTube video, and so many other topics to talk about in terms of product photography and videography. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. It's Simbi itself. Bye.